Hi, I'm Tim Roble, and welcome to another episode of Adventure Athlete. Today we're up at the top of the promenade, which is Wilshire, at Santa Monica. We're heading down the promenade right now, and this is neat things to do in the Venice, Santa Monica area. We've been coming down here for, gosh, I think, I want to say 15, 20 years, and we didn't know about the promenade until probably 6-7 years ago. Somehow we just missed it, stayed down towards the beach. But some of the neat things they do is they bring out games and chairs and stuff to hang out with, and gives you guys something to do. Got a nice game of cornhole going over here, relaxing chairs to kick back in. We do have a Tesla store. I had thought they got rid of that showroom, but it doesn't look like they did. Got a tic-tac-toe. Another thing, Jenga going on. So very multi-culture up here. Got the Cabo Cantina. I have not eaten there, so I don't know if I can say that's good or not, but how do you mess up tacos and margaritas? But just a cool little place to chill. There is places that you can get good Wi-Fi down here for free. If you're into people watching and just like to do a walk, let's see how far I'm into my walk. I'm about almost 5 miles into my walk from Venice, and it's just nice to come down, check out different cultures of people, and you know, once again, there's street performers down here doing their thing, and just really a neat vibe, a nice environment. See if we can catch this light. Let me get a little run in here because I don't want to stand at the intersection and talk. So some of the things, it's like this dude right here, beautiful voice. You know, a lot of times we have an imposed fear of coming down to an area, but you really don't need to. We've never run into any problems. That's down at Venice, Santa Monica, or here. And we just happened to be down when they had a riot one day, and that we didn't even know what was going on. As it gets later in the evening, we'll start to see more and more street performers coming in. It is Gay Pride Month, so we do see a lot of rainbows out, and I happen to support Gay Pride. Just a nice vibe going on right now. I got a little theory in life: just be you. Don't impose your will on other people's, your views. Just go out and live. And I find that you know, I talk to a lot of homeless or travelers. There's a fine line between someone that lives out of a backpack and in urban areas, if they're a traveler or homeless. And it's just pretty much how you define yourself, I would say. And I don't look down at either. I've met a lot of nice people, and right now I know there's a lot of fear going on with homeless. And a lot of talk of different diseases, and definitely there's drug use for sure. But I've always taken the time to say good morning, and I do spend a lot of time on the streets, San Bernardino or anywhere I'm traveling, and I find that I usually get about a 99% rate of a return of good morning or hi sir back. And I wish they wouldn't call me sir because it makes me feel old. And at 51, I'm not that old. I'm out living right now and enjoying people and enjoying things. All right. But wonderful smiles on people's faces. Just nice to be around. Like I said, you could probably come out here and spend 3 nights, 4 days, not do the same thing every day. You could you know, do one day that you spent down more at Venice and kind of exploring and checking that out. Remember, in Venice there is canals off of the beach side. You got to go find them. Google it. It'll come up on Google Maps, and it'll take you right down there. But this area to me is really cool. It has a lot of culture to it. A lot of people from around the world here. So we got all the fun stuff prohibited. Skating, bicycling, smoking, skateboarding, and scootering. We do all of those except for smoking. Never wanted to spend the money on smoking and make my health worse, so but we know I've spent a lot of money on bicycles and skateboards and scooters in my life. But just a cool, chill vibe here. Once again, this is during the week. It's on a Tuesday, and this is real sparse for a normal time. Got the Apple Store. I'm currently filming this on an iPhone 7 Plus. I have stopped for the most part filming with my Canon XA10, which is a better camera for it, but I seem to always have my iPhone with me, and it's really good to be able just to pull it out of your pocket, shoot a one-take video, give you guys a spark of where I'm at, what I'm doing, and the whole thing is meant to inspire you guys or inform you guys that there's something like this going on in Southern California. I wanted to do a Things to Do in Southern California series because we worked so hard when we come to a weekend to figure out what to do. You know, there's Disney, we have passes. There's Newport Balboa. There's Santa Monica, Venice. There's a promenade up here. You know, we've found some things to do, but it's taken us years of kind of exploring and checking some stuff out. So my series with the Adventure Athlete is not only to build stuff and show you how to do that, but to get out and use it and explore. So we're coming up on Broadway. If we went right on Broadway, that'll take us right down to PCH, and you'd be able to see the pier from there. But I'm going to continue on across the street. Another thing that's down at Broadway is the hostel. And last year, me and Kimberly got rooms at a room at the hostel, and we opted to go with a private room because we were uncertain of what a hostel was going to be. And I have to tell you, it was a great experience. One, we had a private room. It was really nice. Bed, TV, desk. It was very well kept up, and you had common bathrooms and showers with other people. But every time I went to the bathroom or to take a shower, once, I have to say the showers and everything were super clean. The place was super quiet, and I never saw anyone in the restroom on our floor. So that was kind of a neat thing to check out. It was $62 a night a piece. I think it's something like $32 a piece if you wanted to stay in a dorm room. And what those dorm rooms kind of look like is I think there's 4 bunk beds, so 8 people to a room. Then you have like a common area. Had super good, super fast Wi-Fi. I was actually super impressed with how well the Wi-Fi was. It was good enough to sit there and upload a video. They did offer a breakfast, and they had juice and cereal and all kinds of different foods that was included in the price. And they had a full kitchen where you could go cook a meal, had refrigerators, like if you were going to do a prolonged stay there, you could go buy some food to keep your daily costs down. Because as you know, I've been talking about in this little series since we've been out on the road, the daily cost. My goal is to keep our daily cost somewhere around $50 for being real with money. We're up in the $200 range for our road trip. When I did Utah, my most expensive part was gas. Most of what I did was boondocking. And so gas and food was the #1 thing that I was always paying daily, but I could do that with ease and still stay with under my $50 level. You know, I bought $200 worth of food, and I was able to live on that $200 worth of food and bring a bunch home over 23 days. So, and I ate out one time during that whole trip. So, plenty of food there, but trying to get our costs down a little bit right now. We're just out exploring and doing fun things again, and I'm happy with that. So even at $200 a day, you figure $100 a day was paying for Newport Dunes, and then you know, a little bit more was entailed in the food that we ate out. We were spending about $100 a day on food. Maybe 20, 30 for breakfast, usually would skip lunch, and 60 to 125 for dinner at night. So yeah, we ate up a little bit of cash there, and but we were living, and I'm okay with that because we're not doing it full time. But full time, I would like to try to figure out how to do it on somewhere between $1,500 and $3,000 a month, which should not be crazy. But if you're paying $100 a night for a camp spot, that's $3,000 a month just in campsite fees, and plus you got to eat and travel. So yeah, that's not going to work. Doing the math, you got to figure out how to boondock and stealth camp. Anyway, we're coming down out of the promenade now, and we'll kind of get our bearings of where we're going here. So to the left is going to be the Wyndham at the pier. So we'll go down there and turn right, and that'll take us right down to the pier. I had talked about the hostel just a minute ago. Hostel is located just right up the street past Broadway. And then we got a McDonald's down around the corner. That's probably one of the more expensive McDonald's that you can actually eat at. Prices are a little bit inflated compared to a normal one. Told you that we parked at the Wyndham at the pier is what that place is called, and it was like $47 a night for their valet parking. Another thing that we could have done is we could have came over here in public parking and then just carried our bags over there if we would have known. So if you're going to make inexpensive reservations at the Wyndham, I think what sucked us into it was $175. In the proximity to where that place is right here is located is perfect, because you have the promenade, you have the pier, and then you have about a 2.5 mile, 3 mile walk down to Venice. So you have everything in one small little area. And there's also a really cool park over here on the back side of it. If we continued on straight around this corner here and down up and over, there's a really cool park that's super kid friendly, and it's got a lot of neat things. So here we are, Wyndham at the pier, and then we're really at the mouth of Santa Monica Pier. And that's going to be it for this video. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of your guys' views. Please, if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you like this type of thing. I got more coming. I'm Tim Roble. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you here next time.